Want to know what to do when you've tried everything? Join me. Hi, it's Charlotte Thornton, the career mentor for actors. I help actors succeed faster. Today we're looking at what you do when you feel you have tried everything. Now, firstly, I just want to check in, have you tried everything? Because often we don't try things that make us nervous, make us afraid, or that we're unsure about. And this is a great time to step in with a coach. Doesn't need to be me, but someone else, just to double check. Is there an idea that's outside of your thinking that you should have tried that you haven't? Or is it that you have an idea that you haven't tried because there's some fear or some block there? And that's where coaching is really great for that. Okay, another brains on your career, and also another mirror to see if you are blocking or self-sabotaging. But sometimes people are working with me and we've come up with loads of ideas and we're working the plan and it still feels like I need to do more. And here's where I say, no, we're not going to do more. We're going to trust in what we've already done. There's a certain amount of action we want to take, but equally we don't want to push. If you keep pushing, people retreat. And so we want this yin and yang, this breathing in, breathing out, where there is some action and there is some inaction, but it's not passive. It's like active listening. If I'm actively listening to you in a session, I am paying my fullest attention. I am so present, but I'm not talking. Okay, I'm taking things in. Yeah, and I'm making connections in my head and possibly coming up with thoughts, but I'm listening, but it's very active. It's not passive. So there is a not doing that is not passive. It's an active listening. Listening for feedback on the action we've taken, maybe just waiting, giving something the space to occur from the seeds that we've planted. You don't plant seeds and get instant plants. Sometimes you have to plant the seeds, maybe do a bit of tending, a bit of weeding, but sometimes you're doing nothing. And that's the skill. You're sort of leaving it to develop of its own accord. And this can be really hard for ambitious people to just sort of leave things well alone. But what happens if we push is we move from being ambitious and active and proactive to being desperate and pushy and aggressive. And that's really not the energy that we want to be about. So there'll be ideas that you haven't tried because you haven't thought them up because they're outside of your thinking field. Need another person for that, or a gang. There'll be ideas that you've had that you haven't tried because you've decided they won't work ahead of trying them because actually they scare you. And then thirdly, sometimes we've tried everything, even new ideas from outside sources and coaches, and all the things that we're afraid to do, we've gone and done. But then sometimes we just have to, there's different seasons. Yeah, it's not always daytime. Sometimes it's night. It's not always summer. Sometimes it's winter. Sometimes we just have to actively sit tuned in at the right vibration, but not pushing. Okay, great. If you like this video, got any value, hit the like, hit the share, do tell other people. Always great to help more actors, and subscribe if you haven't already. Great, see you next time. It's been Charlotte Thornton. Bye, have a good week. This is my website. It's simply my name, charlottethornton.com. You can find out about mentoring with me, but you can also find other resources such as my online webinars. I've got face-to-face workshops listed there, my book, and of course my blog. So lots of resources for actors. Do check it out. Go to charlottethornton.com.